All right, guys, YouTube world, I'm back. So today I'm going to be talking about T-RIZE or RIZE token. It'll show up on exchanges as RIZE, R-I-Z-E. So what RIZE ties itself is to real estate, commodities, invoices, equity, debt, things like that. So when it comes to what RIZE is going to do, uh, basically what it will do is it will be a policy or a contract with RIZE teaming up with corporations, companies, for individuals. It could be for individuals as well. It'll be tied to underwriting. So this is where I get back to how crypto coins do specializing in different things. So it'll be for underwriting for each company, like I said. So, for example, say you need to have underwriting done for real estate. The buyer seller will be both in the contract, and all the information in underwriting will be in the contract. Say for a life insurance policy, underwriting needs to go over someone's health, what the exam showed, what areas they were able to cover based on the history of the person. So underwriting will be done in a way where it will no longer be done with manual paperwork for someone to fill it all out and do it all individually. It will be done with cryptography, which will be backed up by the RIZE token, tokenizing or valuing that product. So when it comes to these things, it won't be the tedious information underwriting needs to go under to look at someone's, where they work, if they're able to pay for a mortgage on a house they just bought, or their health, their background of their health or their current health, how that goes into it. All that will be filled out with cryptography, which is instantaneously the information is filled out and then it is put in a system, and that will be backed by tokenizing it or valuing it, where it will give it value. Like I've said before, I want to keep things really simple. Again, every single episode, I want to make sure that things get more simple as I explain it. And each coin, I'm trying to make it seem like a stock or an asset or a retirement bucket that you put your money into for retirement. So when it comes to the value of different assets, I'll just name a few. And again, all this stuff will be in the description below. It will, it'll explain particular companies and types of assets. But how RIZE token itself, it will tokenize things like bonds, invoicing, treasury management, and investment products, and etc. There's more, and they'll all be listed below. So when it comes to tokenizing all these types of assets, you're not going to be worried about whether or not somebody filled out information correctly, because it's all done manually with underwriting. Underwriting will now be, it'll be taken upon itself in this company, which when I say companies, I say T-RIZE or RIZE token. Every one of these cryptocurrencies is like a company. They have a CEO, they have coders, they have everybody that works on the project, and they have particular assignments to the project. So just like a company, you have certain roles. So when it comes to this, it benefits with private equity, infrastructure, supply chain, equipment leasing, and renewable energy. So this one, this token, it's not a coin, it's a token. This is a little bit more simplified concept of a stock or a crypto coin. So it's considered a token in the crypto world. And you know, I don't have a lot to say about it because I didn't find a ton of information. But again, I will leave the description of their website and the assets it's tied to, the companies it will help, the things it will take away from having all this work put on people manually instead of it being automated or automatic. So again, this will lower, you know, investment payments. It'll be faster for inheritance. Sorry for the noise that went by. And it will make everything more simplified. And that's what cryptocurrency is going to do. And people will ask, well, won't this take away from jobs? Well, sure it will, but it's not going to be overnight. And plus, if you're putting money into investing, I think we all can say that we're not making enough money at our day jobs for us to really pay all our bills and then have money left over to plan 1 or 2 vacations a year and do things. So we can all agree that investing our money in the right places will be the most beneficial for us to get the best quality of life. So again, T-RIZE or RIZE token, it's going to be working hand in hand with the cryptos I've already touched on. And again, I'm just keeping it real simple. Today's video is going to be a little shorter, obviously, because as we go on, I'm going to try to make them a little bit more short because people have a shorter attention span these days. But I want to keep it simple for everyone to understand. And again, if you guys have any questions, leave questions in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel and to like the videos and then forward it to your friends. These are just either opportunities or retirement assets, like I've talked about in previous videos, where you guys can take opportunities to make money. And it doesn't have to be engraved in your religious beliefs or anything else. These are opportunities to get yourself in a better position for your families, or if you're an individual and you want to do things and you have goals, say you want to travel the world, that opportunity might come. Maybe you'll be able to buy the house you always wanted to buy or live in the area you wanted to live in. These are just, again, opportunities. And T-RIZE you can find, or RIZE token, you can find it on any of the exchanges. Some of them, they're not on there. I know some of there's maybe 2 mainstream exchanges you can go on and buy this, and it's going anywhere from 0.0, I think 9 or 0.009, excuse me, to 0.01, which is basically, you know, either a penny, and it'll go up as high a week ago like to 3 cents, but right now currently it's at 1 cent. So again, if you exchange your money for something like this to take an opportunity, I don't think you're really at a way to lose much. And I mean, we spend money every day on things that we most likely don't need. I mean, I'd say 80% of things we spend money on we need, but 20% we spend money on things where we're like, why did I spend that money that I really didn't need to spend it on to go there? So anyway, guys, make sure you, again, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And send this off to your friends and your family, because a lot of people are thinking, oh, there's no way out of, you know, the little amount of money I'm making as compared to how far the dollar goes nowadays. So take the opportunity, look into the website that I leave in the description, look under the description, read what it says, because this is the simplified version. I don't make it like, I'm not going over every little tiny thing, but this is the research I've done. And so I leave notes for you guys to read, and then you become interested, and then you go on the website, and then you see who they're partnered with, and then you might watch another YouTube channel, and they might say something about how this token's going to go up in 6 months. I mean, nobody really knows when, but I believe that this company is strong and they're working with companies like Canton. So if they're working with a company like Canton, Canton is going to basically move value in the world, like I spoke of last time. So all you guys got to do is just leave me questions if you have anything underneath, and you can comment too and say what you did or you didn't like. And make sure that you, again, send it off to your friends. And I really appreciate your time for watching my channel. And yeah, hope you have a good day.